There we go. That should do it. Okay. That should be better for the microphone at least. Here, let's go back. And cancel. I just want to play the game. Alright. Sorry about that. I was just doing this kind of blindly. So I was trying to start the game up. Okay, kind of low. There we go. That should be better. Alright. But hi everybody. So first, I know it's a little bit kooky crazy today. I had a couple of weird troubles with stuff going on because I actually had to. Well, I didn't have to, but I ended up resetting my computer this week. So reset being an entire rebuild, reinstallation of Windows and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty rough, and that's why I'm sure you noticed down at the bottom corner there, where it normally shows like the latest resub and BitGiver and all that kind of thing. Those are all blank. I don't know why. The things are there. They're supposed to be working and all that stuff, but for whatever reason they're not. I did do my best to recreate most of the stuff that I had. Like I've got my Stream Deck and all of this stuff with the settings set up. Of course I have my nice little overlay and everything. Yeah. And that said, I do still have the rewards up and going. It doesn't look like cruise control is active though, so if you guys redeem the glutes thing, it probably won't do the little activation thing. But either way, I'm still excited to play some God of War, and mostly because I did this massive rebuild, right?
Once you retrieve the whetstone, please take utmost care while handling it.
So
it is a priceless relic after all.
So I did this whole shtick with, rebuilding my computer so that I could try and use my new VR treadmill that I got. I'm super stoked. I was like so freaking excited about the whole thing. And unfortunately, it didn't help. That's all there is to it. It simply did not help.
Hey, Sindri, have you met Mimir?
You mean the severed head that keeps blinking at me? Please, keep it away. There is no possible way that's hygienic.
Oh, that's nice. Lovely to see you too, Sindri. Nope.
But yeah, so I did an entire reset of my computer so that I could use my VR treadmill, and it didn't work. So fun times. That's effectively where I'm at right now with all of that, and it's really frustrating because I had to reset all of my Streamlabs OBS stuff, my streaming stuff. Like I said, I recreated it as best as I could, as quickly as I could, given my limited time frame and all that kind of stuff.
Sorry, I got distracted.
But, damn, kid has freaking ADHD. You see something shiny and it's like, ooh! It's like, dude, come on, we gotta move. Yeah, it's just annoying. But I'm really excited to be playing. I'm glad that this is at least working. I got my Elgato working and all that stuff. The problem is that doing the reset, not only did it not fix my treadmill thing, but my computer has also been randomly resetting, which I believe is an issue with the PSU. That is the power supply unit, for those of you unfamiliar. And it's been happening for months at this point. Have no idea what's going wrong with it. It's driving me insane. And so if I end up getting cut off and I suddenly vanish, more than likely that's what happened. But do not discount somebody having come in and killed me or something like that.
It's like there was an entire city under the water.
Aye, lad. A forgotten city.
What was it called?
Well, I forgot.
I have the wrong title. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. So when I started the stream through Streamlabs, it insisted that I was playing Miles Morales, even though I changed the thing on my Twitch dashboard. So hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can change that real quick. So you guys will probably have to reset, but still. Alright. Okay, 1 second. That said, I do hope that everybody else had a good time, a good week, and all that kind of stuff. I know it's an interesting time for everybody doing their things. Okay, so I just updated the stream info. It should be accurate now, but like I said, you might have to refresh. But I'm glad that it at least ended well. That's good to hear, Rev. I'm sorry that it wasn't super great overall, though. That's never fun. Yeah, mine ended up being very similar in that sense. I was really hoping to have a better week and all that stuff. Oh, allergies are the worst. For me, it's always the cedar. The cedar allergy just kills me. It's so bad. Luckily, where I'm living now, cedar doesn't grow. So that's good, but still. Not a fan. Yeah, I have a really, really bad pollen and ragweed and all of that, etc. type of allergies. So it's that's one of the nice things about where I live, but it's also terrible where I live, and I hate it. Because everything else about it is horrible. Just FYI. Literally nothing else about this place is good. But it's good to see all of you. Like I said, I hope that the weeks were at least relatively decent. Mine was I'm kind of sad because I was hoping for a better week.
Once you retrieve the whetstone, please take utmost care while handling it. It is a priceless relic after all.
Bro, what the fudge? I just left you like 10 minutes ago. Alright. Like I said, my glutes thing isn't working. So, I just have to pay attention. But, yeah. Yeah, I controlled myself. I didn't get any donuts. I'm being good today. Or at least I'm trying to be.
To work we go.
See, the problem is that I feel like I need to upgrade my equipment, but at the same time, like, I really can't because I don't have much that I can do. Oh man, I got the bad spoon. God dang it. It sucks. What was I saying? It was something that felt important. It probably wasn't. Yeah, so it's the spoon that was left in the garbage disposal and got chomped up. So it is the bad spoon. Whoa! I want a blazing magma war belt? What the fudge? So see, this is the problem. It seems like I need all of this traveler stuff. It seems like this is some quality equipment right here. Gets me some solid vitality, which I could definitely use more of. I don't like the idea of losing out on strength, but having more survivability in the form of heavily increased vitality is pretty nice. So I'm a fan of that, for sure. And I don't know how to tell if I'm, like, generally moving forward and getting better. It's really difficult to tell. But here, I'll go ahead and get this. Because it just seems like a better option at the moment. Where are these smoldering embers? And why don't I have them? So it seems like I should get at least one of these travelers things.
Where are you? Good help.
Oh, did I not equip my thing? I need to equip this. So I gotta go and do something else. Okay, but see, I can still do this as well.
Fine piece of work.
So just increasing my vitality and defense, basically, with this traveler set. So hopefully that'll help. I mean, this says it's better. It decreases my strength, but again, increases vitality and defense. So I'll go ahead and make it just because it seems to be a little bit better. Alright. Upgrade my axe. I can upgrade it. Excellent.
And what do you have your eye on? Aim carefully.
Okay. Got that upgraded.
What shall it be?
So see, I can't upgrade that. I can upgrade this.
I don't suppose
So that's
you can
nice.
try keeping that clean.
Need a bunch of gold and some steel. That again. I'm really hopeful that this will, like, legitimately help me be better with stuff. Oh, good.
Enjoy cutting trees. You just
I need to
cut
equip
trees with that,
this thing.
right? I threw in a polishing on the house. So much.
There we go, now we got it equipped. Okay. Now we're smart. Hooray! I'm 4 now. I still don't understand how this whole system works, honestly. I have no idea. Alright, so now we got a resurrection stone.
Where were you even carrying those?
You know, that is an excellent question.
Don't forget to wash your hands.
Okay, so now, how do I do... Okay, so we need to do some enchantments. Sprinting speed. Ooh. Axe throw increase, nice. Ooh, nice. I'm a fan of that. Give me that one. increase sprint speed. That's nice. Successful parry. I'm getting good at parries, so that's good. I gotta see if I can get the boy something.
I'm feeling creative today.
You didn't get the Facebook announcement? I did send it out. I remembered to do it today. Ooh, chicken and gnocchi. Oh, that sounds delicious. You should totally do it, Maitland. You should draw an
Yes,
angry
young
spoon.
man.
I agree.
That work. We'll spoil the boy.
Alright, there we go. Now we should be
Something else
good.
for you then?
Okay.
Come back anytime.
I think I'm okay now. I don't know. I'm still not really good as far as figuring out what I can or can't do in this game. So yeah. Ooh. A massive amount of shock damage. A massive amount of stun damage. What is this? Yes! Reflect projectiles. Thank you. I still don't know how this thing works. I don't remember, but we'll try to figure it out. Okay, now I know. You know, this is the problem. Like, stuff like this, it's just... I don't know. It's odd because I always have a hard time remembering this type of stuff. Like, I've got all of these different attacks and skills and stuff that I can use, but I just never remember any of them. And it just drives me insane. It's like, I feel like I need to do better about remembering stuff, but at the same time, I can't. Okay, but I feel like I'm in a better spot now.
I still can't believe the son would kill his own father. That's crazy.
One day a week can be massively distracted. Yeah, I can't imagine that has any effect on
But come
anything.
on. His own father? I mean, I get angry at you sometimes. But
No!
sometimes, yeah. A little. But I'd never stab you in the back.
No,
You wouldn't.
imagine not.
This clan really didn't want anyone coming in. How are we supposed to get through?
There must be a way to lift the gate.
Maybe with the big water wheel.
I'm just saying,
I thought as well.
if Boy tried to stab Kratos in the back, it would not end well for Boy. That's all I'm saying. Okay, see, I've targeted him. like a whole bunch of times. Cool.
Steven Point, not a fan.
Nice.
Almost there. We did it.
Darn Skippy, we did it. 'Cause we're awesome! Anyway, like I was saying, so earlier this week I had to do a full reset on my computer. It actually didn't help anything whatsoever, so that was very, very frustrating. And I ended up biting a particularly large bullet and just straight up bought a new computer. There's two reasons that I did this. First off is because, believe it or not, power supply units are almost as difficult to get as freaking graphics cards nowadays. It sounds weird, but it's true. Like, I cannot get a 700 watt to save my life. At least not a good one. You can get a POS one, but not a one that, you know, like works well and stuff like that. The other reason is that, similarly to the PSUs, this is probably the best and easiest way to get a graphics card upgrade, and so I'm getting a very nice upgrade from what I currently have. And last but certainly not least is that I'm really, really, really hoping that getting this new computer means that my treadmill will work. The problem is, if it doesn't, I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do. So, that kind of sucks. I'm trying to figure out how to get this water wheel moving. Something is stopping it. I mean, it's got this big old chain around it. I don't see a way to get rid of it, though. But yeah, so I ended up doing that, and so the computer, it's actually on its way now. I ordered it a few days ago, and it's coming. So that's what I said, like, I'm excited for it, but at the same time, it's frustrating because, honestly, probably the biggest reason for it is the treadmill. I know it sounds stupid, but the fact is, I really, really, really want my VR treadmill to work. And it seems like this is the only way to make it happen. Because I hate doing cardio exercises. And I remember when I was, like, really trying to lose weight and stuff, then using VR games and stuff was one of my favorite ways to do it. But I had a huge amount of space, and so it could actually move around and bob and weave and duck and dodge and all that kind of stuff. Now I don't have that, and so I really, really want this stupid thing to work, but it means that I'm spending way too much money on all of it, and I freaking hate myself for it. So, yeah, I'm not happy about how it ended up needing to work out, but I'm still hopeful that it will end up helping.
Now where do we go from here?
I honestly don't know, but we will see. Like I said, I've got hope. The other thing that I'm upset about is I bought myself a new desk. You all can't see it for two reasons. First off, the camera's not pointing at it, and second off, it's not set up. So those are the two major reasons why you're not able to see it. One of those might be more relevant than the other. I don't know. The thing is, though, that I was super, super excited because I got the email confirmations of the shipping, and obviously it's coming in multiple pieces. It's a big desk, right? It's a really nice standing desk.
What?
And oh, hang on. I want to hear this.
I guess sometimes when you don't think I can do something, but I can.
It is not always easy to know what.
It's okay. I get it. I'm little. Where's that Whetstone, I wonder?
Okay. So the problem is that I saw all this stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, package 1 of 2 is coming on Friday, so that one arrived. Super stoked. And then it's like package 2 of 2 arriving Saturday, so that's coming in later today, and I'm super stoked. And then yesterday, I got an email saying that there is a third piece to the desk puzzle that has not actually left the warehouse yet. So I was really, really excited to have that as like my weekend project where I can work on building up the desk and get it all set up, but now I can't do that because it's not going to be here physically, and it kind of sucks.
You have potential for it.
So I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but I am trying to look on the bright side in the sense of this means that, so the desk I got, it actually has I paid extra for it, but it's got it actually has a mounting system underneath for the CPU for a tower. So I'm looking forward to getting that set up, and the fact is that, I'm getting the new computer as well, so it's like, okay, well, I might as well wait until I get the new computer to set up the desk anyway, but at the same time it's still frustrating because if I got one or the other, then I could still do at least a large portion of the setup for either one, and it's just, I don't know. To be fair, I could have paid an extra like $75 to get overnight shipping on the computer, and I could have had it yesterday. So, I mean, I just didn't want to. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. As far as the desk is concerned, there's a bunch of other stuff. Well, not a bunch, but there's a couple other things that I'm getting that are on back order. And so those aren't going to be arriving for literally months. But frankly, I'm okay with that because it's completely unnecessary stuff. It's like rolling storage and stuff like that. So I'm just like, whatever. I just want the actual physical desk. That's what I really care about. That's what I want. And I am super stoked about it. But yeah, so for me, it's definitely been a mixed bag of stuff going on this week. That said, work was pretty good, so that's nice. I am going to have to do a decent amount of work this weekend, which is never fun, but I always end up doing. So, yay. Oh, what is it? But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting, and all in all, I'm looking forward to next week, because next week is going to have all of this stuff arriving in its own way and at its various times and stuff, so that should be cool. But even so, I wish that this weekend was going to be better. Like I said, I'm going to have to do a bunch of work, and at the same time, hope and pray that my computer doesn't restart on me randomly when I'm in the middle of doing like a critical calculation or something like that for my work. So it happened to me last week. I think it was last week. I was actually working on my board gaming video for the week, and it was in the middle of rendering, and my computer restarted. And the day that I did the rebuild, the day of, which was on Thursday, I think it was, it restarted like 5 times. No joke. Like, the whole point was that this was supposed to stop the problems, but that's why I'm thinking it's a PSU issue. And I can't get a PSU right now. Nobody can. So I just bit the bullet, like I said, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm hopeful, but we'll see. Incidentally, anybody have any fun plans for the weekend?
What happened over there?
I hope you all do. I hope you got some cool stuff going on. Or at least somewhat interesting stuff. Like I said, for me, it's mostly going to be work. But I am going to try to get a little bit, at least, of time to myself. I'm just going to stare at all of the partial pieces of the desk that I've got and be like, oh! Oh, dang! That's unpleasant.
This is the sun.
That ghost son? How do you know?
The sigil. It matches the dagger we found in his father's back. He stood his ground, but it was not enough.
No kidding, dude! Good lord!
He betrayed him.
Betrayal begets betrayal. My guess, the young one murdering his dad and so well with the others.
He thought himself ready to lead. It cost him his life.
I guess.
Look there, lad, by his feet.
The whetstone!
Yes. They used it to smash his face in.
They did? Him.
Dang! That sounds like an awesome weekend, EA. I have to admit, I'm pretty jealous of that. It sounds really fun. Sounds like a super good time. Stupid White Walker wannabe motherfudger. You know, if you're going to be playing Tor, maybe I'll do that, and we can play together. Because, as you know, I started up my fancy Tor account. I haven't actually used it, like, at all. Well, I should say I've barely used it. I'm, like, not even out of the starting area, I don't think. Where did that come from? That's how you do a projectile, bro.
I wonder why they left this whetstone behind. If Sindri wants it, it must be really useful.
Well, Reavers have very specific priorities. If it's not shiny and you can't eat or drink it, you might as well use it as a blunt object.
If it's not shiny and you can't eat or drink it, use it as a blunt object. That's awesome. That's that should be embroidered on a pillow somewhere. You may not be a great player, but you're probably higher than like level 6 or whatever I am, so it wouldn't make a difference. I'm just saying. You got blown up by your homie. I just hit you in the butt with my axe. I would apologize for laughing at that, but I'm not going to, because it's freaking hilarious. What do you want you to embroider? You don't specifically have to embroider anything.
Yes, sir.
It was just something that I thought was funny. Is what was it?
There's
If
a
it's
phone. You belong to the sun. Wow. It goes on and on.
if it's not shiny and you can't eat or drink it, then you may as well use it as a blunt object.
Had he thought before taking action, there would be no need for regret.
You have several characters. Oh, fun.
Maybe we should bring this to his father. Back at the storeroom.
Wait, there be dragons? Wait a minute. Where's the dragon? There's a dragon in here? I wanna face the little Drago. I'm just saying, if I had a pet dragon, I would name him Spyro. More than likely. Oh my god, that's what I should name my fish! Oh, that's perfect! So, I have a really, really beautiful, wrasse. So, a wrasse, it's a very large classification of fish. There's thousands of different types, I think. And the one that I have, it's it's called a purple back, and so it's literally like the entire back portion of it is purple, and it has like an orange belly. I should name him Spyro. Actually, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Thankfully, Spyro is a relatively androgynous name. I mean, I know Spyro the character is a boy, but still. We can make it work.
There sure is a lot to see here.
Oh, that would be fun to embroider too, for sure. Here, there be dragons. That works. What fish? My wrasse. Yeah, it's kind of sad because I normally don't name my fish because they all tend to die, and I talked. It wasn't super long ago. Well, I guess it's been a good while now, maybe like 2 months or so. I had a really, really bad tank crash. A majority of my corals died, and like I hate playing favorites, but my favorite fish died. And so I was really sad about that. And the worst part is that it was my fault. I know it was my fault. And I know what I did that caused it. So it's just all sorts of badness. But ever since I started caring for fish, I've not tended to name them because I have really bad luck with keeping them alive, even though I legitimately, truly, honestly do my absolute best to take care of them, keep them alive, and keep everything like well, happy, and good, and all of that kind of thing. It doesn't always work, and it sucks.
To find the whetstone, perchance.
So it's very disappointing.
We found your whetstone.
Oh, wonderful!
See, whetstone, not
The Reavers used
whetstone.
it to smash another Reaver's face in.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
Here, for your trouble. I can't wait to test out the new whetstone. It may not...
Oh, dang. But see, look, this is worse than what I already have.
not look like much, but it's practically humming with magic. I've needed a new one after my brother found the last one. I saw him spit on it.
Oh!
Move it out, he said.
Blue King, thanks so much for hosting. How are you doing? Yeah, and welcome. I really like the story so far. I'm having a blast with it. Right now, I'm following the boys' advice, though. So I'm following the boys' advice and doing all of the cool side quests because the boy was like, "Hey, there's like all sorts of cool stuff that you can do," and I was like, "You know what, boy? You make a good point." So I'm totes doing all of that. I'm just saying. It just seems like a good idea. But yeah, I like it. Okay, so see, I was talking about this earlier. So the first thing that I did when I started playing was I upgraded my armor because, like, I'm really bad with the gear system in this game. I'm horrible with keeping up and updating and upgrading and all of that stuff. And I finally was like, okay, I need to upgrade my armor, and so I finally did. And yeah, I have no idea what the best is or where to go or what to do or anything. But I really adore the story, and for me personally, when I'm playing through this, I like to give my own little tidbits about my knowledge of Norse mythology and where it lines up and where it doesn't. Because I'm a huge Norse mythology nerd. I wouldn't say I'm a buff on Norse mythology, but I know a good amount about it. So it's always interesting to see, like, when I had the first fight with the stranger, and I realized that I couldn't hurt him, I was like, this is probably Baldur, because in the original Norse myths, that was the whole shtick, is that he is not harmed. And then when we met the witch, and she broke the arrows that we had gotten, I was like, this is why she's breaking them, because those arrows are able to kill Baldur, essentially, and stuff like that. So it was my guess at the time, and I'm not far enough along to see if I'm correct in all things, but that's the thing, is that because in the original Norse mythology, Freya is the mother of Baldur, then she wants him protected. And she's the one who went around in the original mythology and essentially forced every single living thing, every single living creature, plant, animal, everything, to make a promise not to hurt Baldur. And they all agreed. The one thing that she didn't ask was mistletoe. And the reason that she didn't ask mistletoe was because it was very small and she figured that it would be harmless. And so she was like, well, why bother? So in the original Norse myth, everybody was always messing with Baldur. They were always bullying him because they knew he couldn't be hurt, so they would always throw rocks and stuff at him. And Loki comes along, finds a blind guy, and the blind guy is like, man, I really want to help. I want to throw something at Baldur, but I can't see. And so Loki says, oh, don't worry, old man. I'll help you out. Here, take this thing and throw it at him. I'll guide your hand. And so basically Loki gives him a twig of mistletoe, and it ends up killing Baldur. And everybody is just kind of like, what the fudge? So, again, in the original Norse mythology, that's what ended up happening to Baldur. Here, he just seems like a complete and utter psychopath. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Loki is gonna Loki. That's just how it is. You know, what else do you expect? It's just how he rolls. Incidentally, I'm curious if we're gonna meet Loki or the other one, or the other gods, the other Aesirs. So I am super excited because, was it last week, I think? They announced the Ragnarok.
What are you fools doing back here?
We found your son.
We did. He did.
He was betrayed too.
Totes. Smashed in the face with a whetstone.
It sounded like he regretted killing you.
Fat lot of good that does me.
True that.
How'd he go out? Did I fight him?
Yeah.
We found 4 corpses near his. They were decapitated.
Ha! Vandred always did keep his sword nice and sharp. A lesson he picked up from me.
He's a backstabbing bastard, but
Literally.
Knowing he's in Valhalla sets me at ease.
Are you sure he's in Valhalla, though? Like, are you really sure about that?
I'm glad we came back.
I'm just saying.
that thief did not deserve the peace you gave him.
Maybe so. Still, it feels good to help people. Even the dead ones.
So much like your mother.
Oh yeah, please, yeah, no spoilers, please. This is my first playthrough. I think I tagged it as first playthrough. So yeah, I don't know the story. I don't know what happens in the end or anything. I mentioned the announcement last week for Ragnarok, where they have the official picture of Thor and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope it's going to be awesome. More importantly, though, I hope that they release it for PS4 because I don't have a PS5. And I don't plan on getting one. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Yeah. Let me see. Is there anything I can do real quick? So... Oh, right. I can unlock Muspelheim now. I kind of want to go and visit Surtur, just because then I can say I visited Surtur. Mist area. Okay. But I have to figure out how to get to those places, because I don't know. I don't know if I've seen those yet, or if I'm familiar with them yet. Yeah, that makes sense as far as the glowing embers. For sure. 100%. Let me see if this actually works to get me somewhere. I'm still curious what happens if I take one of these mystic gates and I, like, go somewhere I'm not supposed to. Why can't I travel to all of these places? It doesn't make sense. Is it because I haven't used them? Is that what it is? I don't get it. Oh yeah, I figured that I need to get the runes and all that stuff, but... Okay, good. I haven't found them. I'm just glad that I didn't, like, miss something. I'm just gonna finish up this one little side quest real quick, just because I have to talk to this guy. To give him back his stuff, or just to tell him that I took out his crew. And then I'll do the story thing, so we can start moving forward. But yeah, I kind of want to go and visit good old Surtur. That's what I call him. I call him Surtur. He's okay with it. He's probably not okay with it. But yeah, the whole Ragnarok thing, I'm super stoked about. I mean, not to mention the fact that now Insomniac is going to be making Wolverine. Oh man, can you imagine? Like, I'm just picturing, you know, open world style like Spider-Man, but with freaking Wolverine. Like, I don't know if it could work. I mean, Wolverine is not really the type of character that could work with, in my opinion. But, I mean, maybe? All I really know is that I'm excited to see how it goes.
We laid them all to rest.
Yeah, we didn't kill them.
So even in death, I am a failure.
Totes, bro!
In life, you were honorable,
Meh.
strong-willed, and you inspired loyalty. These are good qualities, aren't they, boy?
Yeah. I couldn't believe how many men followed you here.
I thank you for your kind words. May your journey have a more pleasant end than mine.
Why does he sound Russian?
Well, you're right. You didn't seem very satisfied. I guess you never really get over losing ones you care about.
Maybe he is Russian.
Never.
Russians can easily sail to, you know, the various Norse areas. So see, I literally just was at this one, and that's why I'm thinking that it's probably because I haven't actually, like, traveled to or from them or whatever, maybe. I have no idea. Who knows? Was it Norse? It sounded Russian. I'm just saying.
You gentlemen certainly know how to get around. I know I've been up on a mountain for a while now, but since when do the dead not stay dead?
Yeah.
A little resurrection among friends is one thing. I can hardly complain. But it's as if hell itself is shambling into Midgard.
Brightness of the world was out of balance. That somebody meddled with forces.
Well, that's plain to see. And Odin is the king of meddlers. But I shudder to think what he did to cause this.
I hate it when people do that.
Be playing a dangerous game indeed.
I hate when people mess with the mass times acceleration. That's a physics joke for all of you nerds out there. Ooh, let me see.
Got another favor. What do you want, dwarf? I got another lead on my old pal on Bard. Meet me at the Landsuther mines. There's some fancy-dancy loot in it for you.
Another lead? But we already found him. Well, found his hand anyways.
I'll explain at the mines. These ones is just south of the river pass. Now you two want something, or you just gonna stand there all gang-strapped and slack?
Seriously, these dwarves are by far my favorite characters in the whole game. And that's the thing, Mimir, the talking head dude, he is literally just an exposition machine. Like that is what he does. Yeah, it's kind of annoying because
Ooh, here's Bolt behind that magical lock.
here we go. It's like I really wish that the game made it feel like the side quests were more useful as far as the stuff you get from them. Most games really try to do that, where it's like, okay, you've got, you know, this good stuff going on.
We're setting foot in Tyr's vault.
Alright, so now we're in the vault. Hanging out, chilling. Here's a sand thing. Child! Sand thing!
I see something over there. It's Tyr, but the middle panel is missing. Wait, I thought Tyr was a god, not a giant.
Ah, but he was loved by everyone, including the giants.
True dat.
Other than me, he was the only one they gifted with their special sight. Hey, I wonder if the giants left a triptych about me somewhere too.
Go ahead.
But yeah, seriously, Mimir tells you everything.
Let me show you how to read this.
That is not
You
necessary.
taught me so much. Let me teach you something.
I have what already? Oh, you mean the chisel thing? The bop, bop, bop. Yeah.
You already speak it.
If that's what
Learning
you
to read won't be that hard.
I know how to read, boy. Just not this tongue.
You're halfway there already. Okay, so the runes represent a lot of different things. Some gods, some animals.
Wait,
Some... Oh, am I going too fast?
Yeah.
Sorry.
not that.
There's something
Smell
here.
something.
Uh-oh. Something smelly this way comes.
Yeah, I do. Smells like
Oh, okay. Wait, is this Thor? No, this is the brother.
On that fucking hammer. But now, everyone's gonna think I own the gun. Cause Maggie's gone. It'll be a joke. Or if I kill you, no one's gonna laugh at me.
Seriously, you're using electricity on the dude who is literally using electricity?
Or did you get it from your mum? She's stupid and ugly.
Oh, no, you did not!
You don't know anything about my mother.
Oh, it's true. But I'm gonna get to know you really well. And you're gonna be my new brother. Right after I finish killing your father.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
Oops. Ozzy got broken.
It does look like that.
Stay back.
Yeah, Kratos! That's how we do.
This isn't over.
Coward.
Brother, the boy.
Yes.
You have to get into prayer quickly. There's no other way.
So it's interesting because we know that we know that the boy's mom was extremely powerful and very strong. She commissioned the building of the Leviathan axe, and she knew all of this stuff about the gods and everything. But we don't actually know who his dad was. I mean, technically we don't know who his mom is. I'm just saying. But yeah. Ooh, OG Kratos? I'm down for some OG Kratos. Okay, so wait, the quest I got from the dwarf, that particular thing, that's a good side quest to go on. That's what you were saying earlier? Because that's the one that goes to the other stuff and it can help me out and it actually has good things. So that one I should do.
Especially now that you've taken to killing his kin. This forest is a blind spot for him. This is our smartest move. Anyone can heal him. It's hard.
What is happening to him?
I've seen in mortals that some conflict of the mind expresses itself as an ailment of the body. Now, if a god believing himself mortal, I can only imagine. We're almost there.
So you're saying it's psychosomatic? Okay, only Sindri's quests. Gotcha. So I can focus on his stuff then. I just love Mimir. So between him and the dwarves, it's a toss-up. His humors are out of balance. Obviously. We need to bloodlet him. We need to bleed him. I hate when my humors get out of balance.
Somebody just called the serpent.
Okay, good to know. So I'll be sure to work on Sindri's stuff. But at the very least we can do this, because it seems like the boy is basically about to evolve. Like a Pokemon.
What's hotter? He is shaking.
It's serious. We must hurry.
It is past call time, but I'll go for a little longer. I at least want to finish this so that we can get closure on what's going on with the boy.
Open the door! We need your help! Woman, do you hear me? It is urgent!
I'm still a god. Go away.
Ha!
The boy has followed you!
I'm still a god. Go away. That's perfect. Yeah, so long as it's no spoilers, it's all good.
The boy's true nature, your true nature, fights within him.
So the fact that he has the blood of gods in him, or a god at least.
Will you help me?
Of course. There is a rare ingredient found only in Helheim. The keeper that protects the Bridge of the Damned. I need its heart.
Oh!
Hell,
The realm of the dead. Do you know it?
not this one.
It is a land of unyielding cold. Fires cannot burn there, and no magic in all the 9 realms can create a blaze. As for the dead, your frost axe will be useless. You'll need to find something else.
Then I must return home. Dig up a past I swore would stay buried.
Ooh.
Who you were before doesn't matter. This boy is not your past, he is your son. And he needs his father.
Okay, so I am his biological father? I'm still just
This room
really
opens the
confused.
bridge to Helheim. When you are there, do not under any circumstances cross the Bridge of the Damned. There is no road back. Understand?
I have a feeling that I'm gonna end up crossing the
You
bridge.
must hurry. Through my garden there's a path leading to my boat. Take it. Return home. Dig up your past. Do whatever you need to do. Just bring me back the Bridgekeeper's heart. And your son may survive.
Well, it's the Norse equivalent of it, yes. I thought it was Niflheim that was the equivalent. Because the goddess is... that. I mean, that's just her name.
I was
No.
It's not a physical location or a
You were right to distrust
whatever.
the word of a god.
true
No
dad.
need to explain. Not to me, not for that. I will keep
Okay,
you safe.
that's what I thought. I thought it was a Spartan Rage thing.
I just promise.
Oh, Freya's a mom! Shocking. We're all surprised. Alright, let's go old school Kratos.
Helheim of all places. You all right, brother?
Look at that. Her boat is all covered in flowers. It's so fancy. Oh, after I get in the boat. I was hoping that I could see what old school, hoping to get to old school Kratos. I wanna get them chain blades. I assume that's what we're talking about. I have no idea. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm like all in all, I'm really enjoying the game. It's a ton of fun. It's very well crafted. From the story to the mechanics to everything. It's just my problem is that I only play it on stream because that way, like, I don't want anybody to miss anything, and so it means at the same time that oh, it's Mama, I assume. Or wait, is that his ex? I don't remember. Oh!
Get out of my head.
It does kind of suck because if you don't know the full story of God of War, it just doesn't mean as much, you know? It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's like knowing the full story of the God of War series makes that just so much more like type of thing. And that's the thing, it's like he said that he has to go and dig up the past. Right now, at the present, we're using this fancy Leviathan axe. His past is represented by the chained blades, because they represented his servitude to the Greek gods, which he then broke out of, and all of that kind of thing. And so that's why my guess is digging up the past and using the stuff from the past means that he's going to be using those blades. Which he probably never, which he probably promised to never do. So yeah, I wanna see if we can do this real quick. Shouldn't take too long. Let's take care of these guys real quick. Essentially right now I'm mostly hoping that this doesn't end in like another fight with the Stranger, as he is referred. Even though I'm like 99.999995% sure that it's Baldur, I still call him the Stranger. I love where an ice mocha latte runs deep. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm so stoked, you guys. This is awesome. God, this is cool. The storytelling in this game, like, bar very, very few, truly incredible. I really do love it. This is amazing. Took off his arm guards so that he can put the chains around him. Let's see it. Yes! I'm surprised that they're well kept, considering that it's probably been many, many, many years since he last used them. I wonder if he still has the brands on his wrists.
There's nowhere you can hide, Spartan.
Ah.
Put as much distance between you and the truth as you want. It changes nothing.
No!
Pretend
Somebody gifting subs. Hooray!
Husband, father, but there is one unavoidable truth.
Well, thanks so much for gifting the subs.
You cannot
Woo!
change. You will always be a monster.
I still don't understand how fire can work against monsters in the equivalent of the underworld. Everything is burning. I would think that the axe would work much better.
Alright, brother. Let's see what those blades are.
Oh, yes! F to the yeah! I still got them moves! I do really appreciate the gifted subs. Anonymous ghost person, or just anonymous ghost. Maybe it was one of these White Walkers, or White Walker wannabes.
Travel Temple and on to Helheim, yeah?
So freaking awesome! Oh my god! So freaking stoked, you guys. This is amazeballs. Okay, so now I have a reason to go visit my homie Surtur. Gotcha. The problem is that I gotta go. This is like at least a halfway reasonable stopping point. Because it's like, I got the stuff, like this is a good cliffhanger, like who knows what's gonna happen next? We have no idea. It's so exciting, you guys. It's crazy. It's like, what? We don't know what's going on. Not to mention the next portion is probably going to be pretty big. No, unfortunately I don't have time because I got to get to work. So, yeah, I unfortunately don't have the time built in to do it, sadly. I wish I did. I do. I really do. But I don't know how long it's the section is going to take, and I can't really stay on for very long, unfortunately. But yeah, that said, tune in next week because it's going to be freaking amazing. We all know it. Thank you all so much for stopping by. And Blue King especially, thank you so much. Great to see you. And thank you so much for hosting and all of the advice and everything. Oh my god, you guys, I am so stoked. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. That said, I will be back on Monday with Spider-Man, Miles Morales. And on Sunday, I'm debating about doing a stream. Not sure if I will. My D&D game got canceled. So I might do like a Danny After Dark stream. I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight lately. So maybe I'll do that or something. But either way. Oh, and thanks so much for the sub. Woo! Oh, well, Mathewin gifted. Yay! Hooray! Thanks for gifting the sub to Blue King there, Mathewin. But yeah, maybe I'll do like a Dead by Daylight stream or something like that. Or I could do Rocksmith, because I've been having a ton of fun with Rocksmith. And I've gotten it to work really well. But either way, very stoked for next week to play through this game. This is a good place to stop for now. So all of you guys take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. Have a fun time. The emotes, those are actually made by my stepdaughter. So yeah, if you ever want some fun emotes and adorable stuff, she's your go-to, because yeah, she's actually really good at it. She makes some really cool stuff, and she's only in middle school. She's only in 6th grade, but yeah, they're really awesome. So I love my little emotes. That said, like I said, regardless, I will be back on Monday with Spider-Man Miles Morales, and maybe back on Sunday with something. Not entirely certain. Don't know if I'll be streaming. But either way, you guys take care of yourselves. Stay safe, be well, have fun. And I will see you on Monday, if not sooner. So, bye-bye.